and writer who studied at Columbia College Chicago and one of many former students of Miss Tina's fantasy writing workshop. They currently work as a bookseller at an independent bookstore and lead a horror book club called Blood and Guts that focuses on dark, transgressive literature written by marginalized voices. They enjoy writing absurd fan fiction and attending local rock shows in their spare time. Their serialized angsty Kraken adventures were a huge hit here at Gumbo Fiction Salon, and they are graciously reprising an episode of that tonight because I needed to hear it one last time before it gets published. Please welcome Zak Caudill.
Hello everyone. It's been an entire gender ago. So, we're just gonna start from the beginning, for old time's sake. Dear Diary, today was shittier than usual. Mom wouldn't let me get bigger gauges for my siphon, so I went out on a rampage. I destroyed 3 different ships and emotionally ate 45 Vikings. Mom threw a huge fit when she found out. No thanks to that snitch Baltic. I'm gonna find him and beat him up tomorrow for that. So now I'm grounded for a whole week. What makes it worse was that I was supposed to hang out with Nessie and Levi this weekend. I was finally gonna ask Nessie out. I have been preparing for this moment for 2 years. And now frickin' Aeolus is gonna ask her out. I freaking hate that guy so much. He thinks he's so special just because his dad happens to be beside him, the mayor of this stupid town. Joke's on him, because his dad's a swimming piece of crap. Mom's yelling at me now to go to bed now. So I guess I have to stop here. Dear Diary, today was boring. Nothing ever happens in the suburbs of Bryan City. Ugh, I wish I didn't live in this stupid town. Everyone here is a fucking normie and has the worst taste in music. I can't wait until Levi and I get our band together and leave this hellhole forever. I still have to learn how to play bass though. You would think it would be easy having 8 arms, but no, it makes everything so much more complicated. I've even tried playing piano, but again, my stupid tentacles keep on getting in the way. I can't even play chopsticks. I've come to accept that my tentacles are made for murder and destruction, not for playing music. Maybe I should practice my screaming instead. Yeah, I should totally do that. I'm gonna be the best screamo lead ever. Dear Diary, I failed my algebra test, but I told my mom that I got a B instead. What she doesn't know won't hurt her, right? But I got to talk to Nessie today. She's so freaking cool. We like the same music. Fairy punk rock is the only way to go. And she has this adorable accent and big green eyes and shiny white fangs. I could go on forever about how perfect she is. But I found out that her favorite band is Another Fucking Changeling Story, and that's my favorite band too. Her favorite song by them is Better Than Billy, which is an okay song in my opinion, but I'm just glad she didn't say I'll strangle the child myself. Because that's the most boring favorite song to have. Not that it's a bad song or anything, it's just so overplayed. I wish they would do an ocean tour so we could see them together, but no. They're always touring around the Sealy and Unsealy courts. Why must life be so unfair? On a semi-related note, I think I may be in love with Nessie. I haven't felt so nervous and wonderful around another person before. I took a couple online quizzes to see if I was actually in love, because everything on the internet is always accurate. And all the results say that I'm completely smitten. I've been super into her since the first moment I saw her 2 years ago. She was a new girl back then, and I still remember exactly what she was wearing. A Silver Bullets t-shirt and several studded leather chokers clasped around her long, slender neck. Her eyes had sparkled like precious gemstones. She was stunning. I hope I can convince Mom to unground me early, so I can ask her out before frickin' Aeolus. Aeolus has been my arch nemesis since the first grade, when he spread a nasty rumor about me, saying that I apparently had a secret shrine to Big Mouth Billy Bass, which was not true. My stupid grandpa gave it to me for my birthday. It was quite a traumatic experience, and thus spawned an everlasting hatred between us. I've come to hate him even more as of late because he has been showing an interest in Nessie. I think he knows that I like her because he always gives me that awful knowing smirk whenever we pass each other in the hall. If jail wasn't an immediate consequence, I would wrap my tentacles around his skinny neck and rip his stupid head off from his stupid shoulders. Nessie might find it to be metal as fuck and marry me on the spot if she was there to witness the destruction of my mortal enemy. Girls like tough guys, right? Dear Diary, I had to help Grandpa Cthulhu clean out his attic after school today. It was so boring. All he did was go on and on about how many ships he sank back in the day and lecture me about how I should respect my elders. He also made me wax his gross leathery wings and pull barnacles off his back. I feel like I need to boil my entire being in holy water to cleanse myself of that horrifying experience. I hate Grandpa Cthulhu. He smells like decaying seaweed and moldy bread on top of that delightful, musty old people smell. I wouldn't mind that scent as much if it meant that he was slowly dying from the inside out. But unfortunately, my grandfather's an immortal god of chaos, so I'm never going to be free of his constant complaints about how my generation is lazy and entitled. He also loves to listen to brownie bluegrass and creepy chanting hymns from millions of years ago. Grandpa Cthulhu is the perfect mixture of embarrassing and creepy. In other news, I'm going to be ungrounded before the weekend just for spending time with Grandpa. That means I can ask Nessie out. I'm so nervous. I feel like I'm going to ink everywhere every time I think about it. What if she says no? What if she says yes? I've never had a girlfriend before. How do relationships even work? Maybe I shouldn't have asked her out. Maybe I'm better off dying alone. There's less pain that way, I guess. I don't know. I'll decide eventually when the weekend comes.